What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. I am the HNIC, your boy Dakota Griswold of Gamers, Nerds, and Geeks United. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. This, of course, is the show where I bring you some of the biggest gaming news you may have missed from yesterday, today. And jumping right into it, and if you're familiar with it, Vigor, it is free to play on PC and has been for quite some time, and officially made its console debut on Xbox and then earlier this year on a Nintendo Switch. But if you wanted to buy into the if you wanted to play the Nintendo Switch version, you had to buy in. You had to pay for the $20 Founders Pack. You know, this seems to come, as a games as a service, this seems to comes with the territory of this kind of thing. But it's going free to play on September 23rd on the Nintendo Switch, but it is also coming to the PlayStation 4 and PS5 at a later date. It originally wasn't on the PS5 simply because it doesn't have a game preview program, which is why it was exclusive to the Xbox when it originally launched. Now, moving on. Ubisoft Apologizes just for the mobile game Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. There's a terrorist corporation called the Umbra, and they have some black fists up there, and Ubisoft is basically apologizing because it's making it seem like it has an association with Black Lives Matter, and they realized it was a bit insensitive, and they apologized, released an official statement, and definitely corrected themselves on that. The official statement is, imagery that appeared in the opening video sequence of Tom Clancy's Elite Squad featuring a raised fist was insensitive and harmful in both its inclusion and how it was portrayed. We have listened to and appreciate the players in the broader community who have pointed it out, and we apologized. The raised fist imagery will be removed in the next title update this Tuesday, September 1st, on Android and as soon as possible on iOS. Shout out to Ubisoft, basically definitely getting right on top of everything right away. Now moving on to the next. In Call of Duty, they continue to be cryptic, right? There was a Call of Duty tournament league happening over this weekend, and then they decided that they wanted to be cryptic and release something else for the new Black Ops game. And it's basically a teaser trailer with a hooded figure. You can't see their face, and it's a computerized voice, the real deep voice that nobody can imitate. But basically they did that, and they're saying everything was lies and cover-ups and stuff like that. More of a conspiracy type thing. Black Ops, everything is, they said missions that said to happen that never really happened. So it's really interesting. I'm really hoping that this isn't a 5-hour campaign like it's rumored to say. Give us about a solid 10 hours campaign, because I feel like a seriously great story can be fleshed out a little more across the lines of 10 hours, because, well, I think people love Black Ops mostly, or at least for me, is because of the campaign. It's one of the best first-person shooter campaigns, one of the best campaigns ever, period. And, well, of course they love the multiplayer, but they've been putting some heavy love inside the campaign edition. So I'm really hoping it's longer than 5 hours. Now, moving on. And it appears that PlayStation, well, the PS5, we might get a chance to see how much it's going to cost and when it's going to come out, because PS5 contests and ads are being shown up on Doritos in other countries. I can't say what language this is. I'm not 100% sure. That's on the bag. But this is a bag of sweet chili Doritos, and it says win a PlayStation 5. Yeah, it's starting to show up on bags of Doritos. I don't understand between Doritos, Monster, and Mountain Dew just giving us spoilers and stuff. Even though Mountain Dew kind of predicted it wrong with Halo, because Halo's next year. That's a lot of merch they got to take back. A lot of people just going to have to drink all that stuff. They're not going to relabel it and repackage it, right? But basically, now PS5, hopefully, it's basically September. Tuesday will be September, and we're only going to get 2 months to pay it off with a possible $500 and $300 system, something like that. All right, cool. I'm definitely PS5 all on. I'm all in for the PS5 anyway. But, I just kind of wish we could have known in maybe the beginning, the middle of August. But I feel like stuff like COVID definitely halted that. What do y'all think in the comments below? All right, lads and ladettes, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of the dish, something that sticks to your ribs. And, well, I want to start off with Avengers releasing this week. Well, they're telling us basically this. All post-launch content is absolutely free, characters and everything. But to be able to cover that, they're throwing in some microtransactions, cosmetic microtransactions to be exact. You go to certain different vendors, you get skins and colors and stuff like that, because they said the gear that you pick up in the game, of course, it upgrades your character, but it does not change the appearance. So you're going to have to go ahead and get some skins. Now, honestly, I think this could really make money hand over fist, and this game could end up being way more of a success than anybody expects, because especially on the PlayStation systems, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, PlayStation family of systems, simply because imagine Spider-Man, right? And you getting different Spider-Man costumes, the 2000s one, the original costumes, maybe the Miles Morales one in promotion with the game coming in a few months. Yeah, I think it's going to make money hands over fist. Different versions of Thor, different versions of Captain America. Maybe they'll find a way to throw in Captain America that actually, the clone basically, that was actually working for Hydra. That'd be interesting. We already got a chance to see some Planet Hulk costumes. Now, you can also definitely, gain points and coins to unlock this end game, but you already know the fastest way to do it, the least grindiest way to get it, is definitely use your real world money. Now, it's no loot boxes. It is straight microtransactions, straight up cosmetic. You don't have to buy it. But then again, would you want to keep playing this game and just be looking bland? How much of this game are you honestly going to play just to be able to get some of these new costumes? Maybe if the game is really, really great and people decide that, hey, this is like Destiny, and they, I'm not the biggest Destiny player, but every time I cut that game on, I'm on there for hours and I lose track of time like crazy. So maybe Marvel Avengers definitely is held up to that pedigree. Maybe not right away, but with this big patch that they're having, and then, with some of these microtransactions, maybe before the end of the year, it's going to make a whole lot of money. And depending on what skins they can get out before the end of the year. Now, let's move on to Madden NFL 21. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's sitting at a 60-something on Metacritic, but has lowest ratings of 0.4 user score. And the game came out last Friday. And fans, they ain't happy. They ain't happy. A lot of them are saying it's still the same game from years, and it has been for years. And they definitely ramped up the microtransactions in the Madden Ultimate Team tournament, like FIFA Ultimate Team. But basically, they ramped up the microtransactions. And somebody said they're trying to get kids to buy, to spend more money and max out credit cards. There's still a lot of bugs. There's still a lot of broken stuff. And it's just like, well, with all of these complaints this early in the game, and I really hope EA don't come out and blame COVID for this, because it's just, if you even with COVID, you still putting this kind of game out and you want people to pay $60, maybe $70 for this game, basically $70 just to be able to play it on the next gen, and you're giving them a broken game. Maybe this might be the straw that broke the camel's back, and EA just be like, all right, we're going to take a year off or something. Or maybe the NFL is going to be like, let's take this license over and hand everything over to 2K. And then maybe 2K ends up taking a year off and they come back the next year with this big blowout of a brand new game. And then this way it's a breath of fresh air. But I think this is, bottom line, this will be a wake up call for EA, because even though this game came out last Friday and people are giving it zeros, well, over time, if they don't fix any of this, it can only get worse. It could be the snowball effects. It's all downhill from here. So hopefully EA sees this and they go, all right, let's fix this. People are fed up. Just like 2K did with the WWE games, and they're giving us WWE Battlegrounds. Maybe, EA, give us some NFL Street. It's okay. Just give us NFL Street. We'll love it. Not this. We don't want to play this. Not the same game. Give us NFL Street and NBA Street. And Def Jam Fight for New York remastered. Just give us more games that's not heavily monetized and broken. Moving on to the next one. And well, Sony has had a really great quarter. And well, their numbers are looking so good, in fact, that they decided that they want to bring more first party games to PC. What a world we live in. What a world we live in. See, people are criticizing Xbox so much for doing that. Now, Sony looks like, hey, look, they actually kind of see the PC world as a direct competitor. I don't know, because PC, you put the right stuff in it, it's way more powerful than any console, depending on what you put in there, depending on how much you want to spend. But Sony they've been having great numbers. They've released some numbers, and it says their hardware and units sold globally is 112.1 million units. Their monthly active users on PSN 113 million users. Their PS Plus paid subscribers is 45 million subscribers. Now their PS Now is 2.2 million. That ain't too shabby. That ain't too shabby and that ain't too bad. And well, Sony keeps putting these numbers out and they really feel like their first party it's really important. They really hold it together, but they just said none of those numbers are enough. And they released a statement and they said targeted outcomes include growth in active users, stranger retention, and a shorter cash conversion cycle from which expanded cash flow can be expected. We will explore expanding our first party titles to the PC platform in order to promote further growth and our profitability. Absolutely. Okay. COVID-19 it's been bad for most and really, really good for some, a really majority few. And Sony is one of it. People were just buying stuff digitally. People were inside. They wanted to play more games. And now maybe some of those people that were inside deciding to play games more regularly now, even if they haven't been before. I know I definitely have. I've been sitting down playing Ghost of Tsushima for Lord knows how long, and I'm still not done, but I've been playing that game and only that game on purpose. And I'm going to continue to buy more for my PS4, and I'm getting the PS5. So, I'm definitely all in for it. And well, if they bring more stuff to PC, let's hope that it's not broken, because Horizon Zero Dawn is woof. Boy, that's something over there, and people really, really aren't happy. Lads and ladders, that is it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about all of this. Whether it's PS4 games or Sony first-party games in general coming to PC. What do you think about Madden, all of these bugs and stuff like that? Are you a Madden player? Are you an annual Madden player? Let me know down in the comments below what you really think about all of this and what you think about the cosmetic microtransactions in the Marvel Avengers game. I think it's fine. These kind of games, they actually need to find ways to make money to continue to fund it, the servers and updates and stuff like that. But yeah, if you haven't already, like this video. If not, hit the dislike. It's all good. It really helps out regardless. Go ahead and subscribe and scroll up to all if you're new here, so you know when your boy is posting. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and this video is finito.